Thank you for checking out the video. The original article is in the description. Now let's get into the video. Title: I just want my sister-in-law to live. I, 32F, have a 7-year-old son who's autistic. I also divorced when we found out that Greg, my son, was autistic, because my husband was ashamed of having a weirdo as a son and demanded that we give him up for adoption. I simply denied. He got mad and left. My sister-in-law, Mary, 28F, literally hates my son. Since the day we found out he's autistic, she was constantly saying that I need to get rid of him because I will soon feel embarrassed. She was also telling us that my ex-husband did the right thing and that I should have listened to him. Nobody has ever said anything and I have never caused any drama because I didn't want to ruin the whole vibe, since I only see her in family gatherings. But today it happened. Even though Greg is autistic, he's the smartest human I've ever seen. Today is my mom's birthday, so I had the chance to meet Mary again. As she was talking, she was sometimes making small mistakes and Greg was the one correcting her. At some point her face turned red. She stood up and started yelling at my son. She was calling him problematic, weird, said that she now knows why Greg has no friends and that his dad was right about leaving him. My son cried. For the first time. He has never cried about a situation before. At least not in front of me. He usually gets a little moody when something happens to him, but we talk for a bit and then he's smiling again. I was too shocked to say anything. I just stood up, took Greg's hand and left. But then I realized that by leaving, I wouldn't make things any better. So I told Greg to wait in the car. I went back and everyone looked at me in shock. My parents were trying to stop me because they knew that Mary had fucked up, but I didn't really care. She hurt my son, so she should pay for it. I watched her as she was standing up and walking towards my direction, having this annoying smile in her face. I grabbed her by her neck, barely letting her breathe. I just told her, if you ever make my son sad, I will make sure you spend the rest of your life more miserable than ever. And left. Update 1. Just called my mom. The moment she answered, she started yelling. She said that I should be ashamed of ruining her birthday and that she doesn't want me to go to any family gatherings again, as I've made my Sael upset. I told her I couldn't care less about how Mary felt. The only thing I cared about was Greg. I reminded her about the times when my Sael was talking shit about her only grandchild and asked her how was she able to keep her cool when her beloved Mary was calling her, once again, only grandchild problematic. She answered by saying that she didn't know how to react, so the solution was silence. I asked one more thing. If she agreed with Mary. If she is ashamed of my son. Her answer was hanging up the phone. My brother keeps ignoring my calls. I want to personally thank each and every one of you. Receiving all this support from you guys made me strong again, and because of you and the stories you told me, I have the courage to protect him even more and never give up. Thank you.